Like her feels like, oh, I got him where I want him. I'm gonna walk him down.
Oh, absolutely.
But not really. J-Rock taking a break.
Yeah.
What round is it? 7? Yeah.
Yeah. Look.
Right.
Touch. Let me get out of here. Yeah. Look. And my man Jared is huffing and puffing, trying to go forward.
Working his ass up.
Right, man. Tremendous fight, man. The styles just wasn't a good matchup for the champ. And you probably right about the rematch not going much different.
Yeah, I think he want his rematch against the Charlo. He gonna want his rematch against J-Rock. J-Rock gonna want a rematch with Charlo.
It's on.
And her gonna want a rematch with J-Rock. It's just gonna stay that way.
Hi Facebook, thanks for tuning in. We had some technical difficulties. Facebook tripping, changing the damn settings again. It is what it is, but we're jumping in. Coach Derek and Robert going over this fight.
Tremendous fight, man. This fight here was and you know my local cable provider. Oh, we got the dish. I don't know what the wife takes care of all that, but on Fox Sports they were showing NASCAR, man. Everybody else was watching the fight. I'm watching race cars, man.
I couldn't find it either.
Talk about hot, man. But I watched it the next day. It delayed. Fox Sports showed it the next day on my TV, which is garbage.
Yeah,
I didn't give a damn about Daddy. I know you was a big NASCAR man. I'm sorry, but he would have watched the fight too, rather than the races. But yeah, I was hot about that. Yeah, because I was getting the messages about what was happening in our group messages. And hey, damn, Quentin was ruining my night. Every 5 minutes, man, this is a great fight. Oh, hers hurt. This was I said, God damn, man. So I didn't get to watch it till the next day, but I watched it.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it was tremendous.
This was a good fight, man.
It was tremendous.
I heard they're talking about the fight of the year so far.
Yeah, we almost halfway through the year. I think that's fair. That's fair to say it's gonna end up being a. It's gonna end up being one of the picks. You know, it was a very even though I think the score in the end shouldn't have been as close as some of them had it, but
what do you think about
Jared Hurd was never trying not to win. He was trying to win the fight.
I love what he said after the fight in that post fight interview.
Was it Hurd or
no,
J-Rock?
Yeah, J-Rock.
Oh, about
being professional, being about taking a loss.
It was
about the sportsmanship.
Man. It was beautiful. That doesn't get said enough with boxing, man. But Robert alluded to it earlier about it's just the culture of the sport right now. Yeah. And I like to think it's just the loudest fans get the most attention. So Bernard Hopkins lost his first professional fight, man.
Still one of the greatest fighters ever. I think it just goes back to what I've been saying. Everybody don't need a platform. Everybody don't need to be heard. Like
you know I differ with you on that completely.
No.
For a different reason.
See, here's why. This is why, like, okay, if it's 700 people saying that, oh man, J-Rock didn't really look that good. Hurd really was the bigger dude and he was handling him and this, that, and the other.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the general public having a platform.
You got 300 or 400 people that actually know boxing saying, nah, J-Rock did exactly what he wanted to do, and that's how he won that fight. But to me, it looked like right here, it looked like, yeah, but you don't know what you're talking about. So people should be silenced? Nah, I just think
people need their platform so we can know who the stupid ones are.
Nah, if you don't know boxing, you shouldn't talk boxing.
No, man, people they think they do.
Nah.
I want to know who you are, man. I want Donald Trump to be tweeting. I want to know what he's thinking, man. I want to know about the so-called experts in boxing and what they seen. I want to know how off they are. So I don't believe in silencing anybody. No. I think we need more platforms.
I'm not saying silencing them. I'm saying like when they talk, okay, all right, you said what you said. I don't care. Like you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know boxing. This is not what you do.
Well, we said it before that the dummies come in large groups, and so they all gonna team up. They all who's more prevalent? the informed or uninformed on any issue.
The uninformed.
Right. And they balk the loudest, so they get groups because it's really an uneducated opinion. So they need a populace. So the dummies get together and they start patting them on the back. Yeah, that's how I seen it. And I like to identify them. I want to know who those guys are.
You big dummy.
The key is for guys like J-Rock and all them boys not to buy into it. I like what he said as far as, man, I turned my social media off. Because I got clipped against Twin and now I'm a bum all of a sudden. No, I walked into a punch, but I'm back in the gym. Watch.
But you know, how many fights has Hurd got left in him?
I said 2 fights ago. I'm gonna cut it down to 5.
So he's catching Hurd on the downside. And
nobody knows that. Hurd don't believe that. He was undefeated to this. He's too defensive. He's blocking too many punches with his face. So the thing is, there's no longevity there. And at 154 pounds,
that's a lot of weight.
These boys is punching like big men.
They are big men.
See, at middleweight and the surrounding things, these guys punch like heavyweights and move like lightweights.
Yeah.
That's the very dangerous spot to be in to be taking shots with your face.
You think J-Rock deserves a rematch with the Charlo?
I think they'll rematch this one because it's in the clause, and hell yeah. But what's Charlo beat J-Rock? No, the one who just lost, right? The guy who lost to Harrison beat J-Rock.
Yeah.
Right. So he's got to take care of that Harrison situation.
So
first.
have these two do
I would
rematch?
love to see a J-Rock Tony Harrison fight, man. That's a boxing guy's dream right there. 2 educated fighters. Let me ask you something. Harrison beat Twin because of what?
Knowledge, skill. He knew what to do.
All right. Did it have anything to do with athletic ability?
No.
Nah, because Charlo's way more athletic than him.
Ding ding, we have a winner. Did J-Rock beat Harrison because he's Hurd because he's the bigger, stronger guy?
No.
Hell no.
But this is boxing. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Right. So,
Yeah,
but that ain't what sells tickets
Right.
necessarily.
Who was the pick? J-Rock.
In both of those fights, the bigger, stronger guy.
The biggest, stronger guy was the pick.
So as a trainer, a J-Rock Tony Harrison fight is got my ears up, mouth salivating because you will see 2 educated fighters. A Detroit boy, a Philly boy, man. These is boxing towns, man. So
what would need to happen to make that fight happen? Who's all involved?
Repeats of the first fight in both fights.
Who's involved as far as promotions?
I don't know if that was a
Herd's got a clause.
rematch.
Herd's got a clause. Yeah, he's got a clause. He said he had a clause anyway. And Harrison and Twins already doing theirs.
Yeah.
So it's happening. So
And when's the Charlo Harrison fight? When, June?
next month, right?
Next month.
I want to see that
And
one.
this one won't be, but it'll be this year. The rematch for this fight.
I don't see it.
Yeah, man. They gonna do that thing in Philly, in probably October. Yeah, the end of the year, last quarter, October, November. Watch.
If ain't no talk of it in November, it ain't gonna happen till next year.
Yeah. We'll know by then. It should be signed by September. If it ain't signed by September and we got a date, it probably ain't happening. But that's their next fight. It ain't gonna be nothing else.
Moving camera.
It ain't gonna be nobody else. That's gonna be their next fight, both of them boys. Man, I love this fight, man. It was beautiful to watch. Look at that. Chopping under the elbows, coming up.
I know y'all see me come on these.
Herd's head right there.
Yeah, I was about to say her just
Look.
right there.
When he throws left, he ain't doing nothing. Staying right there. Yeah, J-Rock was in the comfort zone. Even though it looked like he was in danger, J-Rock was in the comfort zone. He knew exactly what he was doing. And again, I'm a Herd fan. I'm not downplaying Herd. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the fight.
The Italian Stallion?
The Italian Stallion, bro. The Italian Stallion never quit. And he was hurt a couple times. He was hurt a couple times in this fight. Look at J-Rock. Look.
I'm right here in this corner.
Man, it was brilliant. He shortened them feet up right when he was supposed to. Look. What?
And yeah.
Can Herd beat him if he makes the adjustments?
It's gonna take a lot. J-Rock is there to get hit sometimes, like when he launches in.
Because it's offense.
How old is J-Rock?
30 maybe?
Yeah, I think
So they're both, they're...
Not a shot guy. Both of these boys is young.
Yeah.
Both of these boys is young. Hurd being from Washington like that, man. Washington's a fight city, man. So it lets me know his strengths because that's what he can do. Right?
You think?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Look at that.
So what are you telling them in the corner? What
Tell
are you
them who?
Heard.
I'm not being negative. Keep going. You got him, champ. No. The adjustments had to been way before
I
this.
think it would have to happen in training. That's what I was gonna say. If I was in that corner, I would say, look, this dude gonna work on. Stop being so square. That would have been the whole thing. And once you learn how to turn over a right hand, okay, you dangerous now.
I think what happened. If Hurd was my guy, first of all,
stop blocking punches with your face.
I don't think Jared Hurd would be my guy. He wouldn't be like that, or we wouldn't be together probably. I'm thinking, but you never know. You never know what Hurd did through the amateurs, and you know what I'm saying. Up until now, that punch has always got him out of trouble. So you riding that wave, right? But I'm gonna tell you this: after this fight, space.
Yeah.
Space. Teaching him that he doesn't need room to punch. The room's on his body. Quit trying to look for space to throw your shots. So they need to teach this kid how to throw proper punches. That's what I see.
That's what it boils down to?
Yeah. Turning over shots, using his waist to find the space instead of thinking he needs to be off or poking his ass out to get room to come up. That's in my world, that's the exact opposite of what he needs to do, right? His hip should be in there and turn and torque.
How was the scorecard at the end? Was it close? Because it's close right now.
I think he won unanimous, huh? Hurd? I think he won unanimous, maybe. I don't know. Can't remember. He won unanimous on my card. He won the fight on my card. See that? See what I'm saying? Look at that space. Now look at J-Rock's hips as opposed to Hurd when they nose to nose. Look. See, and I see that a lot here. The guys think they need to be small and sideways. That's the opposite of what you should be doing in the inside. That's the opposite. J-Rock's basically standing up and coming up.
Right. And he's standing up and Hurd leaning forward.
Hurd's leaning forward with his head there to catch every uppercut and every hook that he throws. You know, that's just technical aspects of fighting that you're probably not gonna correct. You're not gonna correct that night. That's for damn sure. Whether or not they know to do it or not. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom. Man, he knows how to fight this kid. Boom, boom.
Man.
And again,
I'm gonna go home and watch this again tonight.
If J-Rock's been knocked out, it's because he's at middleweight, man. You can't take flush shots like this, man, from these boys, man. You've got to be defensively responsible. You've got to be, man. They hit too hard, bro.
Does he belong at 154?
Yeah. He's a true junior middleweight. He's just not that tall, I guess. Watch this. Get my space. Smother. Chop. Look. One of our kids asked me the other day, he watched one of our boys fighting one of these young pups I'm grooming. And he came over and he said, Coach, what about the inside? I said, what? He said, you don't train us to get in the inside? I said, and I pointed to a few. I said, none of them guys can't fight in the inside? He said, yeah. Go hit the bag, son. Go hit the bag, man. Learn how to throw a jab first. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, I'm back to the windmill, man. I'm calling the windmill again, man. What about this dumb shit, man? Why this kid? Why don't they put a muzzle on this guy, man?
But he said this. He said this is the second time he's making statements like that because he said that
He
maybe
said
about
that
a year.
Fury. He said he was gonna body bag Fury and all that.
Well, even before that, he was talking about, oh, this is boxing. I want to body bag somebody. I'm not gonna be happy till I body bag somebody.
And that's all well and good. That he's not the first guy that said he was gonna kill somebody and all that.
Yo, this dude is, you know that kid in the neighborhood that's the preacher's kid, and I gotta prove that I'm tough because my daddy a pastor and I ain't soft.
Mm-hmm.
That's who he is, man. It's the same dude that he used to get on that wearing them zoot suits and them feminine hats.
Church shoes.
Yeah, and he'll say, I would just always say a prayer that, you know, both of us, you know, we get to, of course I want to knock my guy, his words, of course I want to knock my guy out, but I always pray that, you know, we always get up, you know, go home and see their kids the next day. Now he popping that, this is going to be a dangerous night for him and his kids. I advise him not to bring his kids. Like, he just don't, like, first, I think, I don't care how you feel about it. That dude needs to learn the English language first. Then he could probably talk noise a little better.
Well, I think instead of the preacher's kid, in this regard, in place of the preacher's kid, is because he's 40 something and nobody tells him he can fight.
Yeah,
and so that's his thing. Oh, y'all not gonna tell me I can't fight. I done whooped all these people, so I'm gonna kill this guy and all that. But it reeks, to me, it reeks of trying too hard, because Fury boxed your ears in, man. And the thing about it was, you didn't win a round. In fact, the rounds you got knocked down, you knocked Fury in. He might have got up and won those. So you got to give it to him for the knockdown. But so it reeks of, I better start scaring these motherfuckers. And you're just not scary, bro. You're not a scary dude, man. It ain't nobody's fault. You just don't. You look like. He looks like a basketball player, bro. Nobody ain't intimidated by a ball player, man. That not in this world. Not in this world. This world right here. Now, I'm 6'1". That boy's 6'7", 6'8". I'm sure I would say that's a big guy. Fear? He's 212 pounds, man. I'm like, So he would knock me out because I'm gonna try to hit him, you know. So the thing is that he's just not playing. Evander never played the tough angle. You know why? Because he wasn't a tough guy. He was a soft-spoken guy. He didn't hate nobody. Yeah. He just was game. You think if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. So the tough guy role, he needs to abandon that, man. It comes across the opposite of what we already ain't getting no credit here in America for our heavyweight. So at least be the good guy.
So why does it?
Because the bad guy ain't working. Why? If the bad guy was working, that's something different.
Why doesn't he get a... So does he get a pass with all this or no? Him talking shit.
A pass as far as what? I don't think nothing should happen to him.
No, well, I mean, no, because everyone's criticizing him for it.
No, he don't get a pass on criticism. I'm pointing and laughing.
We didn't give Mike Tyson a pass.
Two different animals.
Yeah,
Two different animals. Mike Tyson did it right. He scared you. You was scared of that little dude. This guy doesn't scare you, so it comes across silly. But he keeps on saying it. He keeps on doing it. So
he's king of the hill right now. He's got the title.
He's a king of something. He's king of one of the hills, right? Yeah. I
think I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous. I think it sounds ridiculous.
He don't get a pass on criticism. No. Everybody, and you're in the public eye, you get criticized. I get criticized when I'm not in the public eye, and I get criticized. So you're on a worldwide television saying that dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about it, we all know the real Wilder, with his daughter being sick, and he been fighting for this, and he's a good guy. Everything about Wilder seems to be a good guy. Yeah. Everything, man. He takes care of his kids. But he don't run the streets.
Yeah, I think that would have took too long to sell. So
it wasn't selling. So
is it effective?
Did that, but it wasn't selling.
Is it effective? Is what he doing effective?
No.
We're talking. Well,
obviously,
it is because we're talking about him.
No, that ain't why we talking about him. We talking about him because he can't fight.
Right, but
this is just.
But if he wouldn't have said that, if he wouldn't be on social media and on the interviews talking
It'd just
shit,
be that nice guy that's got the
would we be
WBC
talking about him
title
right now? The way we're talking about him, we just be bringing up the fact that he's fighting tonight.
Well, and we wouldn't be talking about Jarrett Hurd if he couldn't fight. We wouldn't be talking. To me, that's like a moot point. It's true. You're saying the truth,
right?
But it's a moot point. Yeah, we're not talking about Wilder because he said I'm a body bag. We're talking about Wilder because he's the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Got his ass whooped because he can't box, but he knocks you out if he lands. That's why we know who Wilder is, not because he said we gonna kill this guy and all that. He's trying to intimidate the pretty boy from California, and Brazil ain't buying none of that shit. They ain't scanning Brazil. Brazil, he'll just beat Brazil probably because he'll knock him out. But Brazil ain't fearing this guy. There's no fear from this guy, from that guy. None of the signs of scared are there. Just like with Hurd and J-Rock at the press conference, Hurd tried to pull that he scared shit. And I'm looking and I'm saying, Jared, I hope you don't believe that, because nothing about this kid is none of the signs were there of fear for you. So don't buy into that, because you go in there that night thinking this guy's scared of you and this happens.
Yeah.
What about all right, so you bring up an interesting point talking about the press conferences and intimidation. What about
Charlo and Harrison?
Yeah. Charlo and Harrison.
Harrison wasn't scared the first time. He ain't gonna be scared this time. And man, listen, man.
It's getting pretty good. Huh?
I'm not. It's great.
Shit.
The drama, the building for the fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
So there's a difference.
Twins gonna have to win this fight on ability. All that balking, all that shit. It doesn't matter with this particular kid. It may have worked before, I don't know. And we're in Houston. We the Houston guys, but Tony Harrison is a crunk Detroit fighter, man, and you're not fitting to scare him, bro.
Is Charlo getting silenced? Do you see his energy during these press conferences? You think Harrison's overbearing him?
Well, yeah, in this press conference.
Because I see Charlo.
I think it's smart for Charlo to hush this time and go to work and beat this guy. Because if not, you come see. I'm one of the guys who seen Harrison win that fight. I seen him win the fight. Twin was in the fight, but Harrison won the fight. So you can't do all that rah-rah, man. You can't do all that, man, if you ain't won. So, and you damn sure ain't gonna convince Tony Harrison that you beat him, and mouthing them ain't gonna work neither. So my thing is this: who was it Bernard didn't talk? He talked about everybody, and then he ended up, was it that guy from that Jay Prince had? One of those light heavyweight dudes. He didn't say shit, and he went in there and clashed his ass. I can't remember who it was, because Bernard's a talker. Mm-hmm. But Bernard recognized, I'm guessing, that shit ain't working. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just big sixing, and it's coming across like I'm just talking to the wall. See, that's what Twins gonna come across with Harrison if he's doing all that ball.
It may be that, like, as far as the publishing side of it, or whoever's managing him. But I think on the inside, it's really like, that dude's been undefeated for how many fights?
Who's that?
Charlo.
Oh, Charlo's hot.
Yeah.
Harrison's under Charlo's skin, because even if Charlo thinks he won, and he clearly could think he won that fight, because he was the aggressor going forward. But the judges didn't, and Harrison certainly don't think he won the fight, and he knows that. He knows that. There's no way Twin thinks Harrison thinks he lost that fight. There's no fucking way. So, the proof's gonna be in the pudding this time, bro. You got to go in there and bang out with this guy, man, and fight smart.
April on Facebook thinks that Charlo isn't necessary. April on Facebook says Charlo isn't necessarily silenced. I just think he's been humbled.
I wouldn't say humbled. I think just.
I don't think humble's in them boys' nature.
Nah,
yeah,
I think he's been quiet.
Taking a step back, because how much trash can I talk? I just lost.
You think he's taking some advice from Derek and Errol? Errol's not a trash talker.
I don't know. Errol been kind of.
Yeah, that's since he climbed the mountain, because everybody said he couldn't.
You think he's worried? You think inside he's got a little bit of self-doubt?
Charlo.
I think he's motivated.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
I don't
worried
see it.
at all.
I think, yeah, he's got to be motivated because am I a liar? Have I been lying to myself? Shit. Nah, I got to get right. Let's go. We got to fight this fucker.
Okay, so you think he believes he lost, or you think he was robbed? Does he believe he was robbed, or do you believe he lost?
I think he believes he was robbed.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And is that because the team around him?
But he don't believe Harrison thinks he was robbed. He knows
No,
Harrison knows he
yeah.
won that fight.
Yeah.
Or believes he won that fight. This is one of those. This is a beautiful thing, man. This is a real fight.
This is what boxing should actually be about.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cause put it this way. Is this Mel or Mal? Which one is this? Jamel?
Jamal.
I should know this already, but I always get confused.
Well, they
Jamal.
twins.
Right, but they 54 and 6. Jamal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jamal's got something to prove, man.
They both got something to prove.
Jamal has something to prove, man. So
That what, he could beat a boxer?
that beat him, yeah. Cause even though if he don't believe he got beat, he lost. The record book say he lost.
Yeah.
So he's got to get in there and right this wrong. And if he rights this wrong, everything gets right back on even keel. If not,
The first time I watched that fight, I had Charlo winning. And then I took all the emotions out of it, then went back and watched it. And I was like, nah.
he was arguing with me that he was winning. Yeah. And me and Trey was the only one saying, what are y'all watching, man? Because when a guy's the champion, you really got to outbox him.
Yeah.
Because a close boxing match, so what? You was able to do some things, but the champ didn't. But I had Tony Harrison winning that fight, man. So did I think he was gonna get the decision? Probably not. I was leaning towards they gonna get him. You know, especially since Hurd beat him and all that, and they trying to push this Hurd fight. But I had Harrison winning 2 or 3 rounds, bro. But it was boxing. It was a boxing match. So when you went back and looked at it, see, I hate that second mind too, man. That second mind gets you see things without the heightened sense of.
It's just that I took the hype out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The Charlos from Houston, it's my guy type thing, and once that was gone, I could see what Harrison was actually doing.
Yeah,
because
bro.
Sometimes he just be like, I don't know. It was points in that where he looked like shook, like this big old dude coming at me, but he just kept firing that jab.
Yeah.
And so once I realized he's not scared, this is what he playing for.
Tony fought incredibly intelligent fight, man.
Yeah.
Under fire.
Yeah.
Under fire.
Yeah, because when I want to say it was like the 8th or 9th round, Charlo went back to the corner and they was like, yo, you gotta get this KO, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah.
And he walks out and he started looking for it.
They told him the truth.
Yeah, and Harrison didn't let him get out.
Hey, bro, talking about she ready to say the hell with this Wilder fight. I'm ready for this Charlo Harrison rematch.
Yeah, you and me too.
Yeah.
I would watch Charlo Harrison over Wilder 10 times out of 10.
Yeah. Angel wants to know what your prediction for the Wilder fight tonight. Is it going the distance? Who's getting knocked out?
No.
Nah, it probably goes deep, but I see because what's California name?
Brazil.
He takes too many punches. Like his game plan in the Joshua fight was I'm gonna hit him going backwards.
Yeah.
And the only way he was able to do that was to get inside by getting hit, and then as soon as Joshua looked for some space to punch him, Brazil will take off on him. And if he tries that with Wilder's a bigger dude. Like he's got long arms also, and he not.
Well, I don't think he's bigger,
bound
but he's longer.
Yeah, he's longer. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's not muscle bound like Wilder. I mean,
about
like
the same height, huh?
I think he's taller than Joshua though.
Huh.
That's what I think. I ain't sure.
So prediction for April? Prediction is what?
Going deep?
For this fight,
Yeah, tonight.
I think he's gonna knock him out before the 8th round.
Man,
I think Brazil knocks him out.
All right.
here's my professional prediction. I hate predicting Deontay Wilder fights, because he can't fight.
He can't fight.
And
But
but
he got equalized.
he finds a way to win. And
He does fucking find a win. He doesn't quit.
And he's not soft.
No.
You can hit him, and he's gonna keep swinging.
Yeah,
he can be hurt. He's gonna keep swinging.
Did he get hurt? He gonna keep standing.
Here's the problem. Brazil, with his lack of experience, is still a better boxer than Wilder. But Brazil's gonna get hit. He's slow as molasses. I watched him in there with AJ, and AJ not using his height, which is gonna be AJ's problem against Wilder. If Wilder can make it that far, that's gonna be a fight, man. He's gonna scare the shit out of AJ in some spots because AJ fights like a little Mexican, bro. Because that's how he's trained. And when you're big like that, you can't do that. Ask Lennox Lewis before he came to America. But here's the thing. Wilder, even with a hitch in the shoulder, punches is gonna get there before this guy reacts. So, Wilder end up knocking this dude out, man.
Early or late?
Let me safe, mid-rounds.
I say by the 6. I really don't think he's gonna make it past 6 rounds, but
I'm rooting for the underdog, though. April, I'm rooting for the underdog.
What channel is it coming on? Is it
it's gonna be on Showtime.
Showtime.
I'm rooting for Brazil, but not because I want to mess up the Wilder AJ fight neither. I'm a Fury guy. Fury is the best heavyweight on the planet, and I don't care which channel, which promoter, which anybody act like he don't exist. It's bullshit. And so if Wilder beats AJ beats Wilder, they just beat the number 2 or 3 best heavyweight on the planet. They didn't beat the best fighter on the planet at heavyweight. So hell, I would rather AJ and Wilder get it out the way, see who wins, and then go fight Fury. But I'm telling you, I don't see Anthony Joshua coming nowhere near a stadium with a boxing ring in it with Tyson Fury. There's no way they gonna let that dude get in there, if at all possible.
Do you think? Because what was Tyson saying earlier, about a month or so, or 2 months earlier, saying he's gonna fight three more fights and that's it.
Tyson is Irish. He just talks.
But how old is he?
He's 30.
He ain't even 30, is he? Yeah.
I think he is 30.
Yeah, that's a young dude.
Look like he's 107. What do you mean?
He's white, man.
He's just old.
They just age. He's a
Yeah.
white boxer, bro.
He had a rough life. Look at him.
Dude.
He's under 30?
Hey, I bet you he's 30.
Someone find out how old
I bet you
Fury
he's
is for
30.
us.
Yeah,
29, 30.
Yeah, I think he's 30.
Dude, he's just white, bro. That's all. That's all. Deontay Wilder's 30 something and looks 21.
Yeah, Deontay Wilder I think he's 32.
Yeah, and he looks 21. Yeah, man, that's genetics, man. That's all. But Wilder, Fury also like to sip the suds and get loaded and hang out and all that.
Wilder or Fury?
Fury.
Yeah, no, Fury. Yeah.
Problem with
That sidetracked him for 2 years.
Yeah.
He's just too good, man. He's too good of a boxer.
So there ain't there's no outweighting him, huh? As far as, well, let's wait until he gets a little bit older to fight. As far as Joshua
with Fury,
they
gonna hope he goes off the rails and quits or something. I don't understand the English politics in boxing. They're a completely different culture than us as far as boxing. I've tried to understand it because I'm fans of certain English boxers. A lot of them. I like a lot of them. They can fight.
Don't these motherfuckers enjoy coming over here and trying to kick the Americans' ass?
The English are rabid boxing fans. The English will show up in droves for a guy who can't win.
Yeah.
Just because he's their guy, man. Yeah. It's a completely different and they have a little classism or something out there where they can even have a better Englishman, but if they jump on a guy's bandwagon, they won't accept the other guy. You know, that was bad for Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno in the early '90s. Frank Bruno was the Englishman's fighter. And it didn't care how good Lennox Lewis was, they was gonna back Big Frank to the end.
April did some fact checking for us, and Fury's 30.
Yeah,
that's about right.
Appreciate it, April.
That's about right. That and Deontay is over 30.
Yeah.
Now, is Joshua?
How old is Joshua?
Joshua was
28?
20 something.
Joshua was 28, 29.
29.
Man, if I fear that Andy Joshua was gonna have to get knocked out first before Hearn brings him here and gets a trainer. But it's gonna happen. He's so young. It's gonna happen. The first stumble.
Who's that?
Andy Joshua.
Oh.
He's a fucking what Quentin said likes to say, action figure.
Yeah.
He looks like the heavyweight champion of the world.
But he don't fight like it.
Right. So well, he's got to come in and get an education.
Yeah.
Anybody they size him with is gonna, any top trainer here is gonna educate this dude out of this world.
Who is that?
Exercise.
This fight gonna be.
I know him, but
Yeah, man. Wilder's got their kryptonite, bro.
How you fix that though? Like how you fix?
You're
I
not.
don't think you can.
You're not.
fix what?
Him as a fighter.
He fights. He fights off adrenaline. He fights off competitive streak. You can sit there and correct them hitches for a year. And as soon as he gets excited in that ring,
He gonna go back.
yeah, man.
How many fights has he had?
He jabbed with his
40 something, man. 45 fights.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna ride it out. He's had his career. He's undefeated. He's got a belt.
He's not the disappointment at all.
No.
Not at all. And
Save your career. Why?
he got outboxed.
Save your health.
He got outboxed 2-1 and never quit. Kept swinging for the fence every round, all the way to that 12th round. Yeah, you don't. My thing with Wilder is the substance factor. You know, whenever he got to lean on some real understanding, it won't be there. And you hear that in the press conferences and stuff, man. Anytime I hear a fighter, you hear this a lot in the MMA, or I do anyway. You gotta believe. If I think it, I could achieve it and all that shit. Listen, man, that might work.
That's McGregor's whole.
And you see
MO.
what happened when McGregor had a fist fight with somebody? With a fist fight, man. Listen,
Hey,
all that believe, achieve shit sounds good.
He got in there. He got in there and got that big ass paycheck.
And maybe if believe, achieve meets training, it works. It works.
Absolutely needs to meet training.
But all that, I see it, and I had a dream.
If that shit worked, I'd be at home and sitting on the toilet.
Man.
I have a dream.
I'd have done produced 6 world champions by now. Because I believe I can. I believe I can do it. Yeah, man. That's just silly.
What's that? Shit. What's that thing when they say when a man wants to be a woman and I identify myself as a millionaire.
You identify, yeah.
I identify myself as a millionaire.
That shit's silly, man. You got to train now. That and guess what? Wilder has probably the greatest Olympic boxer, the greatest amateur boxer in the history of amateur boxing, training him. And this is what you. So it ain't I'm not crapping on his corner neither. I'm not crapping on them at all. Because Wilder fights this way, you can't. I don't know the white guy, his head trainer. But that ain't me saying he can't train nobody. That ain't me saying that. I believe Wilder is a wild card. I think he's just that. He's successful at what he does, and he can wilder. So you can't adjust. You know, I think he can't be adjusted, man. As far as technically.
Nah.
I think he could. He would have done.
You save your health. You get the money bags, and ride off into the sunset.
Right. He's doing a hell of a career. He's still alive. He's still a heavyweight champion of the world. I just wish he
I don't know why he
much.
reminds. You know what?
He talks too damn.
He reminds me of the Dwight Howard of basketball.
I can't talk about basketball.
Dwight Howard. Hey, a lot of talk, no action.
Once you get out the early 90s, I'm done. I can't. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's a center, right?
Yeah, center. He's
But
been moved around a lot.
Yeah, I couldn't. Well, he's got action though.
I was about to say,
he knocks everybody out.
Dwight Howard can hoop though.
Right, that's what I mean. He can hoop. He can box.
No, he can't.
But
That dude can't box.
boy, what's his record?
Like damn near 50 fights, huh?
I think he's 40 though.
He didn't win no fights from boxing though.
Yeah.
No, knocking him out.
Yeah.
Well, Dwight Howard didn't win no fucking games because he knew how to fucking play ball. He just dunked the goddamn ball.
I can't. I don't have shit. I don't know nothing.
I lost you on that one.
I didn't watch.
All right, let's bring it back in. What we got down to?
All right, so Twin Harrison. Give me some picks, man. Kevin, you watching?
I think
After Twins day.
I'm gonna pick for. I'm gonna
Is that his
pick,
dad or
I'm
his
gonna
brother?
Pick,
That's their father.
Yeah.
We gonna have him on the show.
I'm picking Charlo to win this one. I think
You're rooting for him to win, or you picking
win this one. I'm thinking that if he can get past Harrison's jab, he can stop all the rest of it. He can slow down the movement by cutting the ring off, because he was doing that. Just as soon as he met him over there, Harrison met him with a jab. So if he can get past that,
he got reset all night. Yeah.
He got to keep resetting him, and then that's how you beat him.
What you got?
Kevin, you watching? So I got Charlo winning.
How you bunked out? I'm gonna tell you this. Twin got the ability to make the adjustments and beat him. I think Derrick James in there. I think Derrick James, from the outside looking in, is a knockout coach. He wants to knock out. I think they're gonna train for a knockout.
Are they gonna be brawling or are they gonna be boxing?
No, I think that's how a Twin can win.
Yeah.
Come and box and get a knockout. Not looking for one punch, not looking for 1-2, and he can win. I'm gonna play the fence on this one and say that, of course, I'm rooting for Charlie. We Houston.
Yeah, we rooting for
We
him.
Houston boxing proud in here. And I'ma say we gotta get Harrison in the first 7 rounds. After that, if it gets past that, something ain't going our way, man. Something ain't going our way. So I want Twin to come in there, cut him off shooting shots, throw him first off tempo, and stop him. So that's what I'm rooting for.
Hey,
I think if it goes to distance, we might have some problems.
That's a fair assessment.
But I think Twin got the ability to box with him and all that he didn't show the first time, but he has that ability. Plus, he's got the punch to make this thing happen. I don't think it's gonna be easy. I think
whose responsibility is it for them, right? And so strategically, right?
Derrick James is a top. Derrick James, what he did with Errol Spence and Mikey, he's a top fighting trainer. I'm gonna say that to the end of the days. I've never met the dude. Y'all went up there. I didn't meet the dude. I don't know him. Ain't really seen many interviews or nothing. I don't know if he's a nice guy, bad guy, whatever. I don't know.
You're nice dude. He quiet.
Guess what? He knows boxing. When I seen what he did with Errol Spence against Mikey Garcia, man, and I'm giving Errol the credit too. I'm not taking the fighters got to do it.
Yeah.
But that was a brilliant,
And he changed
brilliant
my
corner,
mind.
man.
He changed my mind about Derrick James. Changed my mind about you got to be a good boxer. Have boxed before to know boxing. Because I seen his old fights and he ain't nothing like he trained. Like his fights don't look nothing like how.
Neither Freddie Roach, neither.
Yeah.
Freddie Roach was a
Garbage.
slow white guy who got beat on.
Yeah.
And not that he couldn't fight, he could fight. I don't know Derrick James, I didn't see none of his fights. But hell, look at me, I didn't fight. I wasn't no professional world champion and all that shit. But here's the thing, that has nothing to do with getting that out of another guy.
Well, you can be
and formulating. I didn't fool with boxing as a kid, so that has nothing to do with it. It has to be well educated in school.
Yeah.
I may not you get the understanding. Mm-hmm. You can do it. Maybe you didn't have the physicals. Maybe you didn't have whatever. But you can. That has nothing to do with Angelo Dundee never fought a day in his life. Cus D'Amato didn't fight.
Yeah.
None of them guys didn't fight. None of that matters, man.
You could be a great fighter and not be a great coach.
That happens all the time. Look, can you name, honestly, 10 greater boxers than Pernell Whitaker?
No.
Damn. No.
You heard what I just said? and y'all agreed to, you can't name 10 fighting men better than Pernell Whitaker.
Yeah.
And what has he done as a coach? They even put him with Zab Judah, who had the ability to win fights on the top level, won world championships, and what they lasted 2-3 fights. That had, and I'm not knocking Pernell. I don't. He was my boxing idol, so I'm not saying nothing bad about him. But it doesn't necessarily convert. You know, a great fighter doesn't mean a great trainer. That doesn't mean a great fighter can't be a great trainer. It doesn't mean a boxer can't be a trainer. That ain't what I'm saying at all. But Derrick James showed me
he understands boxing,
man, cause even me, I said, well, what's Errol gonna do? He ain't gonna box with Mikey. He's gonna body him up and get physical, throw a lot of punches, and that was the exact opposite of what he did, man. It was genius. It was beautiful, man. And Mike Campbell's probably still told you so, but
I am for him. If he ain't, I am. I told y'all.
Yeah, man. That's a brilliant corner, man. And so that's a huge trump card in Charlo's corner. Huge. But who's in Harrison's corner? Is it his dad?
Yeah.
But his dad was in Crunk with Stewart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that one. I'm excited about the Hurd rematch. I'm excited about
what happens after that?
What y'all think about Triple G's pick for trainer?
Who?
Jonathan Banks.
Oh, yes. What did he do with his last fight?
Got beat. Got beat. Oh, not Triple G.
No, not Triple G.
Yeah, he got beat.
Who did he work with? With
Klitschko.
Yeah, Klitschko.
Yeah, he was with Klitschko
that last fight that he won.
last several fights. Jonathan Banks is a crunk fighter, man. Manuel Stewart was his trainer, man. He took up the mantle. In fact, Klitschko, when Emmanuel died, rest in peace, he said, "I need you." You was right there. He was Manuel Stewart's assistant, from what I understand. And Klitschko was Triple G's promoter. Did y'all know that early on?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Klitschko, that K2 or whatever.
So they were connected already.
Yeah, so it makes sense that he ended up with Jonathan Banks. And I promise you, even though I seen a thing, I never knew about Abel Sanchez. His hero was my hero, Manuel Stewart. But they knew each other.
Yeah.
And Manuel used to go to Big Bear, and he learned directly from the man and all that stuff. And which I would have never guessed that.
Yeah.
With their training styles and all that. I would have never guessed that in a million years. But he said that. He said, well, yeah, that's a good pick because that's a crump. That's a crump. Whether Jonathan Banks was a great fighter or not, whether you believe he was a great heavyweight or not, he kept Klitschko's winning streak going. So we'll see. I think he'll be able to, if nothing else, give Triple G some new looks, a different way of thinking about fighting. Triple G's kind of old now and slowed down, so
he's older and slowing down, and his whole style has been walk you down, punch you up, and knock you out.
Right.
It's just like the Wilder thing. How you fix that? You can't. So if you can't fix that with Wilder, how you gonna fix it with Triple G?
This is what Triple
How you gonna turn him into a boxer?
And I'll tell you what I think. This is what you try to do. You try to get Triple G to throw combinations, man, because he don't. He throws 1-2, 3-2, 2-3, and go forward.
Yeah.
You see where he is physically. Remember now, he's with a guy who has to know patience in the ring. How to put output, but not work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
exactly what I'm saying.
So just for me to throw you, it's like when we Trump speed, has nothing to do with you working harder. Nothing to do with that. Same thing with G. You can get G to add a little something before and a little something after without getting spent. That's what I would be trying to do. Now, whether or not he can do it,
Yeah, that's what.
who knows? That's something completely different. I happen to think Triple G is extremely overrated.
Yeah.
I didn't never think he had a good defense, and that's what people say. I think he gets hit flush constantly
until he fought Willie Monroe Jr. and Willie Monroe's feet was going, and he was jabbing him and sticking him, but it didn't really have much effect on Triple G. He just kept walking into it, and I was like, yo, he getting his ass whooped.
Right.
It's just not effective enough.
Right.
Like he needs some more power and sit on some more punches, and then. When Willie Monroe started to slow down them later rounds and he sat on the punch, boom, Triple G hit him and flushed him. Which is, kind of what everybody expected to happen. But what I learned is that he was overrated. That he not, like Willie Monroe exposed him to me.
He was way overrated, but not overrated in the chin department.
Right.
Not overrated as a puncher, though he wasn't a heavyweight puncher like they tried to pretend. But he can punch.
Yeah.
He hit that body and your ass slowed down for him to knock you out. So he wasn't overrated in the punching area. He wasn't overrated in the chin area. I thought he was extremely overrated in technical boxing skills. Just because you keep your hands up doesn't mean you're a great boxer, man.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean nothing. Especially if I could just punch through your hands and around your hands. So Triple G is so what I'm saying is Jonathan needs to get his output up, but not his work rate, if that makes sense. And I know that won't make sense to plenty of y'all listening, but he's got to get his work rate up, punching output up, and his work rate down.
He's got an opponent already, right?
I don't know who the guy is, but the guy's claiming to be a crunk fighter. But Jonathan Banks said he never heard of him. I never seen you at Crunk. He got a Crunk shirt, but I never seen it. I think he was a Adonis Stevenson camp training partner. So Adonis trained with him, man. So maybe he was with him sometime in Canada. But he's a Canadian guy. But I'd imagine being around Emmanuel Stewart any time, any length of time. You learning something. You picking up something and going. How many fighters over here, Robert, watch you? And we look up and then they over there doing the same thing. I look and they try to act like they ain't, but I see what they doing and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Good. You should be paying attention to what's going on in the gym. That makes for a good team.
Yeah.
April says fighters will look good and fighters will look like a new man in camp, but when they get in the ring, they go back to their bad habits.
April, that's because
of pressure. You resort back to what you know.
April, that's because heavy bags don't have hands, and sparring partners are brought in to do particular things.
And not only that, mitt work that's set up to make you punch a lot or look good on camera. Don't.
So you're right, April. Who is this April, man?
She knows what she's talking about.
Yeah, I like her. She's a good boxer. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get April in the show.
Yeah. Come give us some picks. Spence, man. What's up with I thought Spence Showtime was a done deal, man.
Is it? They backed
talking
out?
about it might
fall through?
As of Thursday, they were saying they didn't have an agreement.
That's that bullshit politics.
It shouldn't be no politics. They both PBC fighters, man. If you can't make that fight, how the hell are we supposed to make Spence Bud ever? Ever. That I don't understand. Now the scuttlebutt I heard.
What was it? Was it money?
The rumors I heard is that what is Spence? Their PBC is what? The rumors I heard was that Danny and Mikey is gonna be pay-per-view.
Okay.
So they getting a pay-per-view ticket. And I guess Errol Spence wasn't gonna be on pay-per-view or something. And so the minute
ESPN.
So he didn't like that. Nah, it can't be ESPN. That's
not ESPN.
What app are they? The Zone.
The Zone.
Yeah, The Zone. So they thought he must didn't want to be on free TV. And Mike and them's on pay-per-view, I guess. I don't know, man. What would be the reason? We need that fight to happen, man. This is part of the Spence roundtable, man. This is supposed to be how Errol cleans up before he has to fight Bud. He's supposed to go get this $50 million between these three fights. these next 2-3 fights.
Maybe someone knows that and they're trying to hinder it. Get more money out of it.
Could it be Errol? Could it be Errol's just pushing his new weight around now, just because he's the man? I'm gonna make him sweat a little bit. Maybe I don't like the the ring
Right.
size or something. It could be. Who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know. I would like to see this fight get made, though. I thought it was done.
When was it for?
Yeah.
July or September?
I'd imagine after the summer. Have to be. Errol has no reason to fight more than twice.
I'm excited about the goddamn Danny Mikey fight.
Yeah.
I don't know which way it's gonna go.
Man, that fight's got me confused. That fight's got me very confused. See, I always think back to how good Danny was at one time as a boxer, and then he became almost one-dimensional. I remember there was a time I would have picked him over Thurman before they fought,
Yeah.
but 2 years prior to that fight, I was like, nah.
I think this is a good fight for Mikey.
beats him.
If he wants to stay at 147, this is a great fight for Mikey. It's a good opponent.
I do too, because Garcia, Danny Garcia has become a one puncher, a 1-2 puncher, a body head puncher.
Yeah.
You know,
Go
two
ahead.
at a time. So and walking down and he may be the foil that some people picked Earl to be. You know what I'm saying? Thought that he would come in there. Danny could easily fit that role, right? Danny could come and play the role that people who picked Mikey thought Mikey was gonna do, thought Errol was gonna do. So I don't know. I'm a huge Mikey Garcia fan. So I'm rooting for him. My whole family was Danny Garcia fans too.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm rolling with Mikey.
Yeah, I go with Mike.
We gotta do it, man. Charlie Harrison Taylor, man, the final for the Rugot Rules tournament, man. The semifinal.
That's tonight?
Tonight. Josh Taylor versus Baranachek.
And then the winner?
Fights Regis Prograis, bro, for the Ali title. And the winner of the Super Series, 140 pounds. I believe Taylor wins that fight. I'm not well educated on either man, Taylor or Baranachek, but watching them, I think Taylor's got an edge in that fight. And between the two, I think that's the best matchup for the fans against Regis. I believe Regis is out there in Scotland now for that fight. They fighting in Scotland.
Regis is looking tough, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm a super fan. So we
crisp, clean, man. His last fight was ridiculous.
Yeah, man. We gonna go beat this Taylor kid too. We gonna go beat whoever wins, man. Man, look, New Orleans is back, bro. We've been gone since the '60s, man. We back. But I think it'll be a good fight tonight. I'm gonna try to watch all these fights, but of course we got to fight tonight.
Yeah, quick draw Randall, Sharpstown Mall.
No, Greenspoint.
Greenspoint.
Yeah, we fighting.
Greenspoint Mall. My bad.
This Brown kid, he's 2-0.
Someone's old got to go.
Yeah, out of Austin, and Quentin, of course, is 1-0. This is his second professional fight.
He's the main event.
Yeah, we main event. I think it was trying to be like a hybrid card. They was gonna have some MMA or something,
really?
kickboxing or something too. But
Did that go through?
I don't believe it got passed. It was all boxing night, and but Quentin will be going on last, probably 9:30 maybe, 9:30. I'm guessing.
So y'all in the Greenspoint area, come out and support Quick Draw Randall. He's gonna be fighting tonight. Doors open at 7. Fights open at 7. Fights start at 7. He's the main event. You'll have plenty of time to get there, enjoy some undercards, and then be looking for.
When they sent me this kid, man, I was looking at him, and he seems to know how to use his length. We'll see.
How tall is he?
They about even. They about what? So Q was what, 5'11". So they looked about what. They both long and lanky. So we'll see, man. Should be a good fight tonight.
If Mikey beats Danny, does he get more respect for? If Mikey beats Danny, does Spence get more respect for beating Mikey?
Who doesn't respect Spence for beating Mikey? Spence hasn't been getting his respect.
No, he has.
I think they had some naysayers prior to this, and I was never a naysayer, but
I think that fight against Mikey would shut a lot of
that
people
solidified
up.
anything. And for those that didn't, it's because they didn't have Mikey Garcia in his proper area of expertise in boxing. Man, you just didn't see what you were seeing. You know, Mikey Garcia's a bad man, bro. He's just a little guy, man. 5 foot what, 6? 5'6" maybe. And went 12 rounds with one of the baddest welterweights on the planet, man.
And I know he came in heavy.
I know I had his weight. I don't remember what it is, but what it was. But I don't believe Spence has naysayers no more. I think that's dead, man. I think Spence is actually the man in boxing. You got Canelo at middleweight,
top 5, top 3.
Canelo at middleweight. You got Spence at welterweight. Your heavyweight, your heavyweight, you got Fury, and the other 2 top picks they like, but you can't shit. Spencer's running boxing, man. He got the table right now to run. So if anybody ain't getting his respect, they just don't. They not paying attention to boxing.
So we got Q's fight here in Houston tonight, out in Greensport, and then June 1st we have Robert, the Houston Hitman, fighting in the Shrine Arena.
Arabian Shrine Center for the next fight up, which is a packed card, man.
Yeah.
Jericho Walton headlining. I think he's 14-0 his last fight in Vegas.
Trouble's fighting.
Under new leadership in the corner, Jericho Walton. He's he made a move to Ronnie Shields. I talked to my partner and he said it was no bad split or nothing. He just said it was gonna work out better for him to go with Ronnie Shields. So and Jericho seems to be happy over there. So he'll headline that card. We got that rematch. Who Trouble lost a highly.
That's going to be a very interesting fight.
A highly competitive fight. I forget that kid's name. Took his title. They rematching. We got Collinsworth Boxing's Robert Redmond fighting. We just locked in the opponent. He'll be on that card. Who else we got there? Eugene Hill, right? At heavyweight. Oh, and one of our favorites, Jesse.
Jesse's fighting.
Yeah, Jesse's fighting. We've been waiting for him to pop back up, man. Get active. That next fight up card is stacked. June 1st.
We got Roger Ibarra fighting that fight as well.
That's one of our trainers. Coach Jaime Martinez is fighting. He's fighting. He fought on the El Tigre show last in Galveston.
Yeah.
So this will be his fourth fight. That next fight up card is stacked, man. Y'all don't want to miss this right there on Harwin. The Beltway, right? Not far from the Beltway in Harwin at the Arabian Shrine Center.
Marquise Taylor on that card too versus Randy Fuentes.
Oh yeah? It's gonna be some good fights.
Yeah, it's a stacked card.
Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. So y'all need to get out there tonight and support Quentin Randall in his second professional fight. He's fighting an undefeated fighter out of Austin, I believe. Quentin has never did nothing easy, the easy way. Nothing's been laid out for him, so there's no need to start now. He's gonna earn it. Next weekend, Danger should be fighting on the Big Ice tournament in the amateurs. Isaac Martinez first Going to be his first annual tournament.
Yep. Shout out to Abraham.
Shout out Abraham Martinez. He's planning on keeping this thing going from now on every year. And we're proud to go perform on that one. A lot of local amateurs will be in that show. That's next weekend at Greens Point Mall. The same place that the pro fights are tonight. The Big Ice tournament will be there next weekend. Yeah, man, boxing's doing good, man.
It was a sad week, though. Sad week, huh?
Harold Letterman, man.
Harold Letterman passed away.
Yeah, man. He's I don't remember a time. At my age, there was never a time Harold Letterman wasn't a part of boxing and doing the unofficial thing on HBO. And to tell you the truth, he probably was the smartest boxing guy on that show. As far as calling what was going on, I very seldom disagreed with him. There was times I disagreed with him, but seldom. I'm sure his daughter, Julie Letterman, who's a world-class judge, she'll keep his name and the Letterman legacy going. Yeah, hell of a fight, man. But yeah, man, we just want to recap.
That's it. We got an action-packed week. Saturday, bunch of fights. We got Wilder fight tonight. We got that
Wilder, Taylor. Barachek. Also tonight, Billy Joe Sanders versus Billy Joe Sanders versus I can't pronounce the guy's name. So he's coming back since that failed drug test, I believe. He's a fight, man. He can fight.
Sanders looks like a beast, man.
Yeah, man.
He's been cutting up. So then we have Q fighting tonight. So we're gonna be busy.
Y'all come out tonight, man. Support Quentin Randall. Again, next weekend, same place will be the Big Ice tournament, and June 1st, next fight up, the return of the Houston Hitman, Robert Redmond Jr. Got a bone to pick. He stepped out here, or we'll go over his last fight. I would be eager to hear what he got to say about it, but
we'll catch up with him.
Yeah, man.
Who's our guest next week?
Reggie Johnson's supposed to be stepping by, man. 3-time light heavyweight champion of the world. He fought everybody. James, Tony, Roy Jones. He fought them all, man. He'll be in studio next week, and we'll let him tell his story, how he came up through Houston and the amateurs and professional world champion, and what he's doing now and hopes to do in the future.
That's all right.
Yeah, so for Coach Derek, Manny Fresh. Robert Redmond stepped out, but he was here. That was our first State of the Game.
State of the Game.
I like this. I like this. Yeah, we need to cover once a month, maybe do one of these. But thanks for tuning in, fellas.
We'll catch you next time.
That's a wrap. Yeah, 'cause I'm starting to cook. And it wasn't that bad like it's gonna be.